So the first things first is I grab yours from the paper, and all 22 are in the 40. That's always a sense of relief in that, isn't there?
Yeah, I saw the squad today and I thought, yep, got them all in. Last year I had Vlosten in my team and he didn't make the squad of 40, which made it very hard for him to get in the All-Australian team.
Let's pick this into a couple of categories. The first was the starting midfield. Does it simply declare itself this year?
I think so. Petrarca may get... He's going to be in the team, Petrarca, but... I think Nat Nui, Boak, Neil, Stevens, I think that would be most people... If you've watched all games of football, I think that is the starting forward. Do you agree with that or not?
Yes, I do. So Steele will be in the centre.
I think so.
Yeah, and Boak's your...
Ruck Rover,
and Neil's your over. And Nat Nui, so I know there's debate around the second and the third ruckman that Goldstein wasn't in the squad and Gawn is, but neither is close to Nat Nui this year as the All-Australian ruckman.
Yeah, I think it's... Is it his first?
No, I think he's been
got
in one before.
Yeah. What about Jared, the key defenders?
So this is the richest debate, I think.
There's two rich debates.
There's such depth in this, is so much so that Stephen May didn't even make the squad. So there were five. There's five to choose from, but really May was right in that conversation at 6. So I think Andrews...
I went with Andrews and Wiedering at fullback and centre half.
So I think you would pin Andrews to fullback without hesitation. And then the debate really is Wiedering or Moore for me. I think I could put the three of them in. I think I could have Moore on a flank with Wiedering as the lockdown player that he's been. So he's been the absolute denier. And Moore is your dynamic, streaky defend but get it and go in the way that he does. I think I could justify having the three of them in.
If I did that, I would Nick Vlosten or Darcy Moore, because I think Caleb Daniel is. I think absolutely Braden Maynard is an All-Australian this year. And I think most people would argue that Luke Ryan is in the starting 18. Fair?
Yep.
So it'd be Vlosten, or if we were going together, it'd be probably... Vlosten or Darcy Moore.
Yeah, so I reckon Moore's had 5 weeks where he was the pick of them all, and then Andrews got him, and I think Wiedering got him for consistency, but I could have all three. I like the way you set your team up as Petrarca, Dangerfield and Martin are all forward, and I think that's richly justified because of the way that they play. It does mean of the small forwards, who are Dan Butler, Tom Papley and Liam Ryan, who makes it. So Ryan's the on-field out of the three.
Yeah, I picked Liam Ryan and I picked Dan Butler. I think I said to Rats last night. Yeah, I picked Dan Butler on the bench for the exact same reasons as Ratton explained last night. I think he's kicked the most goals of the small forwards and he's number one pressure player of the small forwards in the competition. So you've got to be able to kick goals, you've got to be able to pressure and try and get the ball off the opposition. And I think... if we're going to go small forward in that role, I think Butler gets in. Do you think they could go Ryan and Butler and push Petrarca or Dangerfield, who I've got in the flanks, and Martin in the forward pocket? Do you think one of them could get pushed to the bench?
No, I don't. I think Petrarca, Dangerfield, Martin are all starting 18, and the wingers have to be wingers this year because Menegola has been so good. He commands one wing, and then you've got Gaff or McCluggage. And I don't think you can cheat by putting one of those forward on-ballers up on a wing when you've got three wingers who have played so well.
Well, I'd start now, the All-Australian selectors. I'm not having to go at All-Australian selectors, but they've been pushing midfielders to the wing for years,
They shouldn't do it this year because there are 3 top-class wingers for 2 spots, so one's already going to miss.